You should never say as an edupreneur or a educator entrepreneur that I do not sell my school. Sorry friends, when you are investing crores of rupees into your building premises and when you are talking to a parent trying to sell them that I have a swimming pool, I have a AC classroom, I have a bus, I have so and so things, you are trying to sell yourself and that is itself is marketing. 20% of your targeted revenue you have to spend as marketing to get your targeted revenue. Let me give you an example. If your fee structure is 50,000 per annum and if you are looking for let's say 100 children, you are expecting 50 lakhs rupees of revenue. For to get that 50 lakhs, 20% of your revenue has to be spent on marketing, which is almost 10 lakhs. And these three words, friends: marketing, inquiry, and admission. We all are sitting for an admission without having an inquiry and without doing any marketing. This is wrong. Because if you are not profitable, we will not bring the best of practices. When you are not profitable, we will not bring the best of resources also. We will try to cut short everything. If you are not earning money, you will not pay for a good teacher also. When you do not have money, you will not get your teachers trained also. Am I right? For that, this coaching
Yes.
holds good. I am want to start a school, but I do not understand my curriculum. I do not understand my learning outcome, and I do not think about training. It doesn't work. So when you as an educator understand this part, it means you are at the right place, right? And you are doing really beyond your success of business.
We are very excited to be live today on the evening of Vijayadashami, a day traditionally known for new beginnings and the pursuit of knowledge. As many new preschools gear up to open their doors tomorrow, it couldn't be a better time to dive into today's topic, the blueprint to run a profitable preschool. And today with us we have Mr. Pritam Kumar Agarwal, founder, Hello Kids Preschool and Riverstone Schools, VP and National Core Committee member of Early Childhood Association, India. So successfully running 850 plus preschools across India and Bangladesh. Sir is here with us today to share his inputs on how to run a profitable preschools. Thank you so much, sir, for joining with us today and welcome for the session.
Thank you for having me here, and looking forward for this session. And definitely excited to share the journey since 2005 with over 940 centers now, and looking forward
Oh,
for this session.
that is great, sir. Thank you for being here with us. And so moving on to the session. So you just told us that you have 940 plus schools across India and Bangladesh, if I'm not wrong. So
Yes,
let's from right there. In today's digital age, how critical is it for schools to be active on social media, and what key marketing trends should they focus on to enhance their visibility and student enrollment?
you are asking me when you are making me speak on social media. That is yes, friends. 100%. This question is yes important for me as a marketing student. I believe in marketing, right? And trust me, you have to have your presence. You see, I as an educator, yes, but I am selling my brand to my parents. I am selling my education to my parent. I am selling my admission to my parents, and accept it. You should never say as an edupreneur or a educator entrepreneur that I do not sell my school. Sorry friends, when you are investing crores of rupees into your building premises and when you are talking to a parent trying to sell them that I have a swimming pool, I have a AC classroom, I have a bus, I have so and so things, you are trying to sell yourself and that is itself is marketing, right? Nothing wrong. Why to say that we do not do marketing? Trust me, say very bluntly that yes, I am marketing my school. Friends, marketing can be of different ways. You are trying to sell something wrong, that is fine. But when you are trying to sell an education, sell right is the answer. sell right. Tell people about your curriculum. Tell people about your teachers. Talk to your parents about what training you have given it to your teachers. Tell parents that this is how my school is safe for the children, right? So there is nothing wrong in terms of marketing, and for that marketing, today today is social media. How
Exactly.
frequently you can reach to a parent, how nicely you can talk to a parent, how nicely you can communicate your things, how frequently you can communicate to the parents, and that is required on social media, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, be it LinkedIn, where we are speaking right now, which is very very important, right? So definitely yes.
Yes, sir. I think that is a very important message, and many people are still in the dilemma about this particular thing, and you have cleared it up for all of them, I guess. Thank you, sir.
Who have not started doing it, they will start doing it in very soon. Even a school where there is no seats left out also need to be in social media in some time.
Yes, definitely. And it's high time that they start realizing it.
They will. If them not, they will.
Yes. So, moving on to the next question. In terms of profitability, how should schools allocate their marketing budgets for the best return on investment? Which areas, according to you, should they prioritize?
Friend, there are a lot of videos on YouTube from my side, and I speak to all the preschool educators, right? Right, we are investing money, we are investing time, we all have a vision for us, right? I want to do number of students, I want to start one school, I want to start from a school to a preschool to a school, I want multiple centers. For that you have to understand profitability. If you don't understand that profitability, it is not going to work for it. And when it is profitability, planning is very very important. And for that planning and that profitability, you need children, right? For that children, when you are talking about allocating the marketing budget specifically, it has to be 20% of your targeted revenue. Let me repeat it once again for everyone. 20% of your targeted revenue you have to spend as marketing to get your targeted revenue. Let me give you an example. If your fee structure is 50,000 per annum, and if you are looking for, let's say, 100 children, you are expecting 50 lakhs rupees of revenue. For to get that 50 lakhs, 20% of your revenue has to be spent on marketing, which is almost 10 lakhs. You prove me that you have spent 10 lakhs, I will prove you that you have got 100 children. It is very very proportionate. And slowly this percentage will increase. By the time you are a old school, you are a good school, you give the best of facilities, this 20% will slightly reduce to up to around 15%. But to understand this 20% spend also, this is not for everyone. This is for the initial new people, those who are new, and people those who have not achieved that capacity. So every school has got a capacity. Capacity means number of students which is possible to accommodate on my premises. That is your capacity of the building. According to capacity, you have to plan your target number of admissions, right? And when you are doing target number of admissions, you have to have a proper budget for the same. That budget is 15%, 20%, or 15 to 20% is the genuine amount to be spent to get your target revenue. Now understand your area also. I have a budget, but it is not India I am looking for admission. There are people, those who are spending just because they just want the brand name to be present across India, they are doing everything. But this is a small preschool. You are looking for 100, 200, 300 children in one specific zone or specific area. You need to understand that my area for a preschool is only I'll say 2 to 3 kilometer, or in rural places it up to around 5 kilometers. Urban it is 2 kilometers. Let's say 2.5 kilometers, or maybe a rural which is up to 5 kilometers. So spending your 20% within that specific zone also is important. I am sitting here in Bangalore, a pin code of 560043 Banaspadi, right? I should not go to I should not go to Whitefield to do marketing for my school. It is a total waste of money. So when you have a marketing budget, you should know your area also. And my area is 2-3 kilometers. When you are when you understand your area, when you understand your right mixing of 20%, you are at the right place with the right marketing budget. Next is, don't spend that budget just on a ground of spending money, but wisely spend for all 12 months. Every day is a marketing day for you. You as an educator sitting in the school office, 50% time you are given it to education to run your school, 50% your head should say that how to get an inquiry, how to get an admission, and how to do marketing. And these three words, friends: marketing, inquiry, and admission. We all are sitting for an admission without having an inquiry and without doing any marketing. This is wrong. Majority of the preschool owners sitting in the office are waiting for an admission without having an inquiry and without having done any marketing. So first thing is to do plan your area, have a budget, then do a marketing. With the marketing, you will get an inquiry, and with inquiry, you will definitely get an admission.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. This was like, so eye-opening and like a masterclass, to be honest. With your experience, you have given them all a very, very valuable input. And I'm sure this, turns out to be a valid point for many of the preschool owners who are the ones who are going to or planning to open a preschool. Thank you so much, sir. This shows, the experience and the work that you have put to in the field. And for you to share that with everybody is a great thing. Thank you. So moving on to the next question. What are the most common financial pitfalls that school owners face and how can they effectively avoid them?
Sumiksha, I'm a very passionate educator, and I still have the same passion which I had in 2005. And that is the reason I think I accepted this session of yours where we really wanted to give the message to the people, those who are running a preschool or those who are looking to start a preschool. And when we are talking about financially, let me give you a figure. If you accept it, and if my audiences accept it, 80% of the preschools in India do not earn a single rupee. It means they do not take a single rupee home. Even they are a very passionate educator, they are running one of a good school, right? They have one of the best curriculum, and I have met thousands of people like this. And friends, when you are running a school, if it's not profitable, you are not doing justice to your education also. Because if you are not profitable, we will not bring the best of practices. When you are not profitable, we will not bring the best of resources also. We will try to cut short everything. If you are not earning money, you will not pay for a good teacher also. When you do not have money, you will not get your teachers trained also. Am I right? For that, this coaching
Yes.
holds good. And for that, friends, let's understand one thing. Something called a profitability in terms of business is different than profitability in terms of schools, right? But we need profit at schools. For that, you need to understand, and I gave you an example of understanding your area in the previous question, right? Understand your audience first. See, every parent, every area, every school is not the same, right? You are able to afford a Maruti. I know you have paid 5 lakhs rupees to run a Maruti car, but if you need a BMW, you have to shell out 50 lakhs of rupees. But do you think that Maruti car, which is 5 lakhs, will be able to give you all the features and facility which is available at BMW? But
No.
what you educators are trying to do is, I know you are a good educators, right? You are trying to give, when you are working in a Maruti factory, you are trying to create a BMW in your Maruti factory. Trust me, friends. You are giving or trying your requirement, you are trying to do and give away more than what is required. And that is where we are failing it. Every parent need the best of education, right? To give the best of education, right? You have to. Charge the fees also, right? My hairs are still black and gray. It's not white, friends. It is not. We have to accept that we are in terms of business. Uh, we are in a business of education, and when it is profitable, we'll try to bring the best of practices. And for that, we need that money. So if I have that, I'll definitely bring in. Now, what where people are going wrong and where they are delivering it wrong. When they are delivering it wrong is higher setup cost. Just trying to bring people to their premises. People are spending lavishly. They have made school like a five-star hotel, right? And trust me,
Very
there are schools who are charging per day around 20-30,000 rupee a day of work, a day of schooling. When you go to Taj and Taj hotels, they are charging you 30-40,000 rupee a night. Even the schools are there in India, those who are charging 15-20-30,000 rupee a day. So let's not talk about that thing. Where we are talking about, your question is what is the problems where they are having owners are facing issues. Friends, higher setup cost. If I am spending more, I'll try to take out more, which may not be possible. I've invested what going to a it's like going to a rural market and trying to sell a BMW, right? Going to a rural market, right, and trying to set up a preschool for 1 crore of rupees. Going to a rural market, spending 1 crore rupees for a preschool, and trying to charge 75,000 rupees fees. It won't work. It has to be proportionate. You are in Mumbai, and in Mumbai also, in which place of Mumbai you are there, you need to understand what is your target group, what is the fees I am trying to charge. That we need to understand. Higher setup cost, higher rentals, overstaffing. I have seen across people those who have over more than people they are required to run a preschool, right? Improper salaries. Either they are paying higher salaries, right? And either they are paying low salaries and where they are playing with the quality also. That is also wrong. Lack of marketing budgets. They do not have marketing budgets, right? They do not have a proper planning at all. They have not understood that they have really knocked one. See, the preschools is like an easy entry, right? 2 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, you just start a school. And people have started like this. They are passionate educators, but they are not passionate entrepreneurs. You have to understand the business aspect of it when you are entering to start a preschool. Otherwise, how long your family, your FD, and how long your spouse and how long your parents will pay you for your salaries and rentals, right? Know your area, build whatever you can build. If you can build a Maruti, try to build a Maruti, right? If you can know how to build a Maruti, run into that part itself, right? Otherwise, it won't work. And spend time to understand your market and audiences. Don't compete. Competition should be within yourself, right? I am charging 15,000, 30,000 rupee fees today. What I should do tomorrow to get 45,000 fees and I should go up to 50,000. And trust me, one more thing. Your area will not change. Your profile of the people will not change. So you have to plan accordingly. Your 45,000 area fees or 50,000 fees area will not become 1.5 lakh rupees in 3 years. Whatever you give, you cannot charge your Maruti 50 lakhs in next 3 years, even if you put all the features. That is very, very important. So if you don't understand that, it will be very difficult, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. That was very clear, and I'm sure everybody has understood how to prioritize and what to prioritize, when it is coming to establishing a school. Moving on to the next question. How do you measure the success of a school, beyond their financial metrics? What other indicators should be considered?
See, yes, very true. Let's put the business aside. Is the question what you are talking to me? All right. So let me explain. Say, friends, with time, see, an educator, you have to have a clear vision, right? Clear vision of right education also. right? As I said, when you are a true educator, right, you understand your curriculum very well, right? You understand that with my curriculum, there is something called an assessment where we talk about learning outcomes. And then when we talk about both curriculum and learning outcomes, very important aspect is training part of it. So it means you understand your core basic of education very well. I am want to start a school, but I do not understand my curriculum. I do not understand my learning outcome, and I do not think about training. It doesn't work. So when you as an educator understand this part, it means you are at the right place, right? And you are doing really beyond your success of business. Now, when we are talking about these three aspects, right? Obviously, improvement of education, giving the right learning outcome is only possible through teachers training. How focused you are to bring the best of education to your premises. Do you have learning abilities? Do you really go and understand from your mentors, from the conferences, from the research available, right? ABC 26 letters will never change for a preschool, right? But there are ways, there are training which is required for these teachers, right?
Yes.
So this mango will never become potato, right? But right approach of teaching that is important. See, when you are having a fever, right? 2 3 days you don't go to a doctor. You try to have paracetamol, try and taste it. If you do not have something, you go to a doctor. But you go to a doctor. So teachers are the only people those who can teach ABCD rightly, and that is what we say. Every mother should be a nursery teacher trained, right? To understand the basic. It's not ABCD, friends. Trust me. People should not send their children only to learn ABCD in a preschool, right? And when we are talking about beyond success, obviously all aspects, uh, curriculum, training, assessment, obviously yes, and the metrics of your area itself. You need to understand your parents, you have to understand your child, you have to understand your teachers, you have to understand your caretakers also in a preschool. Then only it will be considered as that this is the places where you can measure your success, that we are right at the right place for right of the resources.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I think, with this, you have also answered another very commonly asked question among school leaders, the role of curriculum in shaping the identity or, the reputation of a school. And I think you also given us few pointers on that. That was most commonly asked question among many of our audience. The importance of curriculum. Thank you for that. Moving on to the next question. What strategies can be implemented to diversify revenue streams, such as an after school program or a summer camp?
All right. So let me tell you something from my own experience. Friends, 2005, right? Not married with lot of plenty of time in my hand, right? Morning school hours. Throughout the day, I was running school vans, right? Caretaker not available. I have cleaned the school premises. I have cleaned the school toilets. That is fine. But when you are talking about revenue streams in the same premises, it looks good to people those who have started their journey initially, but it is not long term, friends. I know, as when you are new, you are looking at lot of revenues, lot of profitability. You wanted to do everything, but as a bachelor, it was still okay. But as you need to understand yourself as a mother, right? When majority of our school owners, right, 80, I'll not say 80%, 85, 90% of our school owners are, let's say, mothers. So you need to understand the opportunity cost, friends. I know you need to run and after our program, but is it sustainable? You ask me, I have run tuition centers, I have done yoga, I have done meditation, I have done art and craft, I have done robotics, I have done mental maths, I have done abacus, I have all sort of experiences. That looks good when you do not have anything to do exactly, when you do not have any other options. But that will take you away from your focus. You are not focused in your education. Even lot many parents, if you do a lot of activity in your premises, you are putting a board, that we do tuitions, you do art and craft, we do karate, we do robotics, parents also do not take you seriously. That this lady, morning she is talking about I'm a school educator, early educator, evening she is running a maths class or a dance class. So I will suggest you be very specific, be very focused, and trust me, your opportunity cost is very very high when you do all these things. So my suggestion, if you still wants to run it, which is sustainable, friends, right? Summer camp is yes because that is we are doing for our own children, those who are not going for 2 months of vacations, and they are available for us or we are available for them during the summer vacations to do something new. It should be new activities also, right? But the again, what can work as on today into urban and semi-urban areas is daycare only, friends, which is sustainable, where parents will need that support from your side for a long period of time because they are working, right? So daycare and summer camp, yes. Apart from them, it is not a serious business. It is not the right opportunity cost, friends. And over the time, you all will come back to me and say it has really not worked, right? So that is all temporary phase of time, and I suggest you, if possible, avoid that.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. That was very clear, and I think we nowadays see a lot of such diversifying, activities happening in preschools all around us, and people must be having a lot of questions about that, and you cleared all that for us. And with that, we come to an end of this session. We have had a wonderful half an hour discussion with you, and the time has just gone by, and it was a very informative session. So thank you so much for your time. Like I've already said, we have heard you speak and moderate, panel discussions and many education conclaves. And for people who have missed all those, I think they would have had a chance to listen to you talk, and I'm sure they'll also visit your YouTube page and your LinkedIn page where you often meet educators, address a lot of their queries. So keep up with the excellent work that you're doing, sir. And we at Caprix wish you all success in all your future endeavors as well. Thank you for having us, and thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you to you. Thank you to Caprice Learning. Thank you to Veena for inviting me and friends, those who were listening me and I could not answer you. Definitely, my number is available on our website, Hello Kids. I am easily available on a phone or a call or a message. Definitely stay tuned, and I'll definitely come back to you personally. Right? It was nice speaking to you all. I enjoyed my session. Right? And thank you for hosting me. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, sir. Bye.
Wish you all a very happy Dasara and a weekend ahead. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.